This is a marvel of modern engineering right here. All these cars lined up to go that way. All these cars lined up trying to go that way. And all those cars up on the road we're trying to get to, trying to go some other way. And they say human beings are the smartest species on the planet. I don't remember ever seeing anything that looked like a traffic jam per se, like in one of those ant farms that people make, you know. They seem to be able to just keep moving somehow. Keep working all day long. I wonder what's holding us up. You think it has anything to do with carnal nature? The fact that we all want to go first? We get up here and jam into a pile and see who gets to climb out of it first and stuff like that. Look at these guys are all bunched up, and here's a guy who leaves all kinds of space. There's just a big difference in people here. And there's always somebody else who'll come along and go in front of you. It's just a puddle of carnal soup. Me first, please. And I only say please because you're listening, you know. Somebody says excuse me in almost any situation. They could substitute the words get the heck out of my way and it would fit just as well. It's amazing that we get where we're going at all, really. But we're doing okay. If you call this okay. We're doing anyway. Well, we're right in the thick of the stick now. Look at that. This is your basic traffic vlog. If I put this up on YouTube, it'll just prove to the world that I have no conscience whatsoever. I like to run this camera while I'm driving, you know, it's just a perfect opportunity to film the accident. It always seems like there's one about to happen for some reason. Well, I was just driving along this morning, minding my own business, and I noticed something out of the ordinary here. I thought I'd just point it out to you. It's there's something wrong with the sky. Look at it. There's a big hole in it. There's blue stuff coming through. This is Oregon. We're kind of used to the gray, dismal, like I was telling you yesterday. This is unusual for us. It's a beautiful day. I said that yesterday too. Some of you will probably understand it easier today though. Look at that bird sitting up there on that wire. Suppose they get comfort out of being next to each other like that? I suppose they do. Beautiful day. Enjoy. Anybody need a new lawn? That's one way to do it. That's kind of cool. I'd rather do that than go out there with a grass seed bucket and start trying to plant a lawn covered up with peat moss and whatever else they do. But I suppose that probably costs more too. You know, leaf blower. Oh, the things we do with our precious time in this life that we have, this free gift of life, that we're all so grateful for. We're also mindful of our deep sense of gratitude for God giving us a life that we can live on our own accord. Well, of course, most of us just blurt through it, hoping for good things, whether they ever happen or not. But what are you going to do? I'm kind of a blurter myself sometimes, but I try to remember to be grateful once in a while too. Whatever, you know. bridge. Look at this thing. Look at it. Look at that thing up there. That's a bridge that goes all the way from Waterfront Park in downtown Portland all the way out like 20 or 30 miles, I think, out to Boring, Oregon, I think it is. Yes, there's a place called Boring, Oregon. We get pretty intuitive around here when we're naming towns, I'll tell you that. If you didn't know that, you probably haven't been here, so you certainly have never resided in Boring, Oregon. Okay, well, there's people all over the country that think the whole state is boring, so that's why they don't come. But I'm not concerned about them. I'm concerned about the ones that keep coming. This is getting crowded no matter how bad the weather is around here. I've never seen the freeways be such a nuisance just because of the mass of traffic that's on these things on a daily basis now. Is it nap time yet? I'm tired of listening to myself talk. Let's go take a nap. 10:45 in the morning, Wednesday morning. I seriously doubt if we're going to get to squeeze a nap in today. That GPS thing just told me in my ear over here, you probably didn't hear it, but she just told me that I should go straight on Yam Hill. Why in the Yam Hill would I do a thing like, oh, this is Yam Hill. There's a big old green balloon up there too. Railroad tracks, look out. Shock absorber test. Okay, Siri, I'm going to turn on Belmont Street now. Okay, here we go. Now, I'm not sure what in tarnation. There's nothing here. What am I doing here? This guy's here. Looks like he could use a hand. Excuse me, that was me. I'm sorry. Now, what am I doing? I can't tell from here. That's the craziest thing you've ever heard of. If I do say so yourself. I don't think I would, if I were me. I made it without that thing, so I'm here and I'm done. Waste management. I told you yesterday what that's for. That's where they manage all the garbage in this area. Right from there. Look at this guy. He's riding high, don't you think? Flatbed. Truck. Okay, where am I going? Oh, I gotta go to both places. We can do that. There's a train over there. I can tell, because it just came across this tracks in front of the road I'm trying to go on, and all these cars were stopped at the tracks. But as I approached, the train went by and the cars were released into their forward motion. ITT Technical Institute. I don't care. Okay. Now here's the thing. Best Buy over there. So that's where we'll go, over to Best Buy. And then I got to return this cord so I can charge my phone up while I'm working. My, what do they call this cord? Lightning to USB cord. I got one there and it don't work. I tried it on 2 different chargers and it wouldn't work. I put a different cord in there and it worked fine. Wouldn't you take that back? If I were you, look at that, nobody's coming. Here we go. Hang on. Look at that.
God, that was it. There were no other gods, and they were settled on that issue. The secret to success in the Christian life has always been, it is now, and it always will be, absolute obedience to God and to His Word.